It's too hot.
Hold it like this.
That is disgusting.
Take your shoes off. It annoys me.
All acronyms. Is everyone related?
My mindset has changed. It's automated.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all well. We are back today with another video talking about some more habits that we've adopted whilst living in Singapore. We actually filmed this video back in August, I believe. And we shared a bunch of our habits, but there's many more that we have to share today. So if you want to check out the previous video, I will link it down below for you guys, and then you can watch this one. If you are new, a big hello quickly. I know lots of you have joined the family lately, so hello and thank you for subscribing. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we?
Let's do this.
Habit number one, referring to the elderly as aunties and uncles.
Yeah, that one got me when we first moved here.
Yeah, so did I. I think it's very common for foreigners to be like, is everyone related? Like,
yeah.
Why is everyone called auntie and uncle?
Pretty much, yeah, that's what I thought. So I would have been like, you can't be related to everyone.
Yeah.
Because your auntie is your aunt, like relation, and your uncle is the relation, right?
Yes. But in Singapore, referring to the elderly as auntie and uncle is like a sign of respect.
But you have to get it right.
You do.
Some people don't quite want to be called auntie or uncle.
There's like a cut-off, isn't there, age-wise, where like if you call someone
call who?
Yeah, because if you call someone an auntie and they're like 35.
Well, if you got called an auntie,
that's an insult.
You'd be offended.
I'd be offended because I'd be like, oh, you think I'm old?
Yeah.
Or you think I look old?
Yeah. So another habit is getting coffee in a bag.
Yes.
Instead of a cup.
You do this.
But I don't mind it. I mean,
I mind it because it's a waste of plastic.
It's not good for plastic, I agree.
It's not. What is the reason that you buy it?
Just ease. I don't mind. I feel more comfortable with a bag than a cup now.
Do you?
It's easier to take around because you don't have to hold it like this. You can swing it. It's easy.
Swing it? Why would you want to swing it?
No, but like you can walk with it. You don't have to be like this.
So you think it's more convenient to have coffee in a bag?
Yeah, more transportable.
I have to admit, when I first moved here, I was like, this is amazing. I think I even put it in a video. But now I'm like, nope, single-use plastic. I get annoyed at you when you buy it, don't I?
Yep.
But, I mean, fair enough. It is a very Singaporean thing, coffee in a bag. This is one that I wouldn't necessarily call this like a habit of Singaporeans, but when I first moved here and I'd see people wearing jeans in 30-degree heat, I used to think that they were absolutely crazy.
Yeah, you just think, what?
Why?
Why?
Yeah, you'd be like, why?
It's too hot.
It's so hot, why are you wearing jeans?
Yeah.
But the truth is now,
it's not that hot.
We both wear jeans.
It is hot, but
outside.
You acclimatise.
It is hot, but I mean, definitely when you're working in an air-conditioned office, wearing jeans is like the norm. And also if it's like the slightest bit cloudy, I'm like, no, I can definitely get away with wearing jeans today. But yeah, wearing jeans is something I never thought I'd be doing in Singapore. Right, another one is using acronyms for pretty much everything. When Singaporeans talk about schools, like they're all acronyms.
Everything is acronyms.
So at first you're like, what are you talking about?
Even at work, a lot of the people, they just use acronyms. So you have to learn them.
Yeah.
So they have a conversation and I had no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, definitely takes a while. I wrote a whole chapter about acronyms in my ebook. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it down below because they are things that you need to know living in Singapore because everyone speaks in acronyms.
But you pick them up fast.
You do. Another habit we've kind of adopted since we've been living in Singapore is making sure that we never leave anything sweet out on the counters or any leftover food in general. Like anything sugary, any fizzy drinks, do not leave them out because ants will invade.
Or even if you finish a fizzy drink, rinse it with water.
Always rinse it.
If you're going to recycle it.
Milk.
Anything.
Anything. We haven't had an ant issue in this apartment, thank goodness.
In any of our apartments.
No, are you joking?
Where?
Our last apartment.
Was it?
It was completely ant infested. When we shared an apartment in the last place.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
They were like all under this rug in the kitchen. I had to go around and spray them all. I felt so bad.
Another one is not wearing shoes in the house.
Yeah, I think we've spoken about this a few times, but I think it's a habit we've adopted for life now.
But even in the UK for life, I look at it and my mindset has changed. Now it's dirty.
Yeah,
don't wear your shoes in the house.
No, we think it's gross. But we always, we grew up wearing shoes in the house.
Yeah.
A funny thing is, I don't know if any of you guys watch Gogglebox on television, and the families are in their living rooms, and so many of them are wearing shoes in their living room, or like they've got their feet up next to food, and Justin every time is like, that is disgusting.
Take your shoes off.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely a habit we've adopted for life, no shoes in the house. Right, something when we first moved here and we would see that Singaporeans queue for almost everything, especially hawker food. And I was like, I will never do that. Like, I will never queue that long. If a stall is worth queuing for, I'm going to queue for it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just
But you wouldn't join a queue because there's a queue.
I wouldn't join a queue for the sake of it. Would you guys do that? Let me know. Do you, if you see a queue, do you just join it? I don't do that, but there are certain like hawker stalls. If the food is that good and like that worth waiting for, then we will definitely queue for it.
Oh yeah, we've waited. One for 2 prata, we waited what, an hour?
Yeah, that was a bit ridiculous. But there's this particular wonton noodle place in like where we used to live.
That's 45 minutes.
And there was always a queue, but we always joined it because we knew how good it was.
Asking people have they eaten?
Yes.
Yeah.
That used to throw me off all the time.
Yeah, but now it's like ideal conversation, right?
Yeah.
Like a conversation starter.
So you might get in a taxi and the uncle will be like, have you eaten? And you'd be like,
wait, what?
Yeah? Why? Like, why are you asking me?
Yeah.
But essentially it's just like a politeness thing. Sometimes instead of how are you, it's like, have you eaten?
Have you eaten? When you go for lunch, if you go at lunchtime, it's just gonna be so busy.
And by lunchtime, I mean like 12 on the dot. Yeah. Like Singaporeans love to go to lunch 12 on the dot.
So I always go early or late.
Yeah.
Either one. I just never go lunchtime. Because you just wait 45 minutes.
Especially at lunchtime when you've only got an hour, you don't want to be queuing for like 45 minutes.
So I go later or earlier. Never switching off for work.
Yeah, this is a huge one, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts if you work in Singapore. Because we've had lots of people say that
some of our friends just switch off.
They do. That's what I'm so confused about, because we've both been in situations now where our work life is non-stop. Like, we can't switch off from it in Singapore. Because
I could switch off, but I've just learned the habit and the behaviour of not switching off. Correct. And now if someone does switch off, it annoys me.
Right.
For instance, people on...
You want a weekend?
People in the UK office, they're on pay deferral, so they might get paid 80% of their salary. So they're saying, well, I don't want to work 5 days a week then. You think, what? Because I'm not getting paid for it, so I'm not going to turn up.
Yeah.
That mindset blows my mind. It's like it's learned behaviour.
Yeah, it is learned behaviour.
So now that's all I do. I don't get overtime, but I work 7 days a week.
Constantly.
If I get an email at midnight, I'll answer it. If I've got a call at 1 AM, I will answer it.
And you're always, you know, accessible by WhatsApp.
So when you try and contact someone at 5 PM and it's gone past work hours, or they send you an email at 4:30, you then contact them at 5, it's gone past work hours, so you can't get an answer for the following day.
It annoys you.
Oh, it annoys me.
Singapore has turned Justin into a complete workaholic, is what we're trying to say.
I was like it in the UK though, I was one of the odd ones out.
Do you think?
Yeah.
The one is, it was so funny, we were literally just watching a video that we filmed in 2015. And we look so different, by the way. Yeah. But we were saying, oh my god, the sunshine here is amazing. It's so, like, we love the hot weather. And now Justin, like...
Hate it. So every now and then, Georgia wants some fresh air. So now we've got this circuit breaker. Georgia will open the door, all the hot air come in, and instantly the temperature up.
Yeah.
Shut the door!
I think we've definitely adopted Singaporean mentality that the sun... It's too hot.
It's not your best friend. It's not your best friend.
It's too hot.
Makes you look old.
And...
makes you sweat.
The thing is that it just makes it hard to go out. Like, sometimes you just want to go for a nice little walk, but a nice little walk means that you need to come home, have like 10 showers, like your clothes will be dripping in sweat, and you have to wash them. Yeah. So that is one downside about Singapore weather. I think when you first move here, you were like, oh my god, this is amazing. But you start to realise that just little things like having a stroll means that you are going to be covered in sweat, and it's maybe not as enjoyable as you thought. So Singaporeans used to be like, no la, it's too hot. Now we're like, I will cross the road to the shade. Too hot.
I'll be in the shade.
Yeah. This one is so true. We're so spoiled in Singapore, and so we expect everything to be efficient, automated. Like when we go back to the UK, we're like, oh, they don't do it this way because everything in Singapore is so efficient.
This one is going to blow your mind. Everything's automated. So you get the circuit breaker, businesses have to apply for the subsidies. I said, okay, how do we claim? It's automated. It's automated.
Amazing.
Like, oh my god. In Malaysia, in the UK, anywhere else, it's not like that.
Yeah.
You have to apply for it.
Singapore is Very efficient.
Don't worry, guys.
They're on the ball.
So you go to a parking lot, you
Yeah.
expect it to be automated gantry, automated entrance, automated exit, the money to be deducted from your card. Whereas in the UK, sometimes you might have to find a parking attendant to give them cash.
Yeah.
What? Just automate it.
Just automate it. Yeah, we are very spoiled in that sense.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there. I really hope you enjoyed hearing our habits that we've adopted. I think we had quite a few there.
A few more.
But yeah, if you want to check out the previous video, like I said, I'll link it below or up in the iCards. Thanks Justin for joining me today.
No dramas.
I hope you're all keeping safe and well, and your spirits are high.
Hi, yeah. This won't last forever.
No.
It will end soon if everyone listens to the rules.
No, I think we're doing pretty well so far.
Good. I hope it finishes soon.
So do I. Sending love to all of you. Remember to subscribe, guys, if you want to see more from us. Give this video a big thumbs up if you can, because it really helps my videos to be seen. And go give me a follow on Instagram if you want to see what I'm up to every single day. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Bye.